Welcome everyone to Mets baseball recap for June 25th. We got double header action ahead of us, so let's go with game one. And we're going to talk about the Mets offense because the Mets could not hit at all. They couldn't even touch the ball. That's how bad they were in the first game. And then Nola, I can't even say the guy's name. He struck out 10 Mets in a row, tied Tom Seaver. That's how much he was striking Mets out left and right. I think he ended the day with 12 strikeouts, and he drove in the Phillies run. The Mets won game one 2-1, and the Phillies handed them that win. So we gotta talk about it. The Mets Mets offense is just not there. You have no confidence in the Mets being able to handle any type of bases loaded situation. With bases loaded in the bottom of the sixth inning with one out, you have McCann striking out. All you need is a fly ball to tie this game, strikes out. And then the next batter grounds to shortstop, and that's it. So we go to the ninth, and of course, the seventh inning. Mets are down 1-0. Guillorme gets on base thanks to an error, which gets him to second base. And then, with 2 outs and Guillorme at third, Lindor drives him in to tie the game. So big hit by Lindor. Lindor also had the first Mets hit in the first inning. Mets will end up winning this game in the 8th inning with a Dominic Smith single. So good job on the Mets to come back from behind and take advantage of the Phillies' bad defense plays and everything you want to call it. Their bullpen. Game 2 now. We have another pitching duel going on with the Mets. And the Mets end up, this was very funny because Wayne Randazzo on the radio jinxed the Mets and says, well, Bryce Harper hasn't hit a home run against the Mets. And he kind of likes it when the bases are empty because all his home runs are with bases empty. And bam, gives the Phillies a 1-0 lead with a home run. So good job, Wayne. Good job. Anyway. No. So we get to the bottom of the 7th, and the Mets had the bases loaded, no outs. I text my cousin. I said, can the Mets really blow this? And in a way, they did. I'm going to say this. In a way, they did. The Mets ended up tying this game thanks to McCann, who hit a sacrifice fly, and the Mets drove in the tying run. The Mets should have scored more runs in that inning. And it's just bad. It's just bad. The next guy, I believe, strikes out, and then I think there was another strikeout in that inning. So it's like, you're not making contact. And on top of that, you can't hit with the bases loaded. Something's off. Something's very off here. And I think the Mets, what they need to do during batting practice is put some cutouts at first, second, and third, and get these guys mentally ready to swing with bases loaded because the Mets have the worst batting average with the bases loaded. The worst numbers with the bases loaded. So the Mets tied it. And then the top of the 8th inning, Lindor has a ground ball. He can't handle the ball. The runner goes to third. Gets the out at first. And then Guillorme hits a hot shot, and the ball flies out of his glove when he does his spin. And can't get the runner on third. Can't get the runner out at home. And the run scores. Phillies take a 2-1 lead. Bottom of the 8th inning. And you got Lindor, Alonso, and Smith. Guys who are there who are supposed to be your RBI guys. And Lindor hits a ground ball back to the pitcher. It happens. You're not gonna hit everything. And then Alonso hits a ball off his foot, runs it off, and I'm like, dude, that hit your foot. Like, it hit your foot. And I'm like, Alonso ain't going to do anything. No, he can't hit. None of these guys have contact. These guys they're terrible. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And then Dominic Smith had no idea what he was swinging at. He swung at every worst ball you could possibly swing at. He took the first one, which I'm like, that was a perfect pitch to just clobber. Like, you should have gotten up there just ready to smack that ball. Instead, he took that first one, which was, I think, was a off-speed pitch. And then he just got beat by the fastballs up. And then the last one was all the way up, and he swung like a maniac. Like, what are you doing? Mets lose 2-1. So the Mets win 2-1. The Mets lose 2-1. They split the doubleheader, and like I said, the Mets offense right now, even though they got hits on Wednesday, they had a day off, and the days off seems to always throw the Mets off. So tough on the Mets, but I feel that the Mets contact they need to do something about the Mets contact. The Mets can't see the ball, and the Mets are not making contact. If you're not making contact, you can't make things happen. Guys, the Mets take on the Phillies tomorrow. DeGrom goes on the hill for the Mets, so should be a fun game. Should be a good game, and hopefully it'll be another W. But the Mets are playing 500 ball, and while you're not gaining or losing much ground, you can't win by playing 500. You gotta win by playing over 500, and it is what it is. Guys, hope you guys are enjoying the Mets games. Leave a comment if you want. Subscribe if you can. Like this video if you can. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.